Alright guys, welcome to a new video, and in this one I'm going to show you my amazing 8 million coin an hour money method. This works so easily and is really cheap and easy to do. So, over to the requirements. Alright, so first of all, you're going to need some grand experience bottles for the XP, as it's just not worth the time to grind it ourselves, and it doesn't actually cost too much. So you're gonna need, I think, around 3 stacks of grand XP bottles, which is 6 per grand XP bottle. So we're just gonna times 192 by 6. So I'll put in a buy order for 1,152 enchanted lapis lazuli, and there we go, 600k. This should be enough to make 8 mil worth of god books, so it is worth it. Right, I'll just let that order fill up and be right back. Okay, the order has now filled, and there we go. Now we need 3 stacks of glass bottles, which we can just buy from the alchemist over here. 1, 2, 3. Now just need to craft these into grand experience bottles, and I'll get my friend to do that quickly. Okay, so we now have our 192 grand experience bottles, which should be enough. And you're also going to need your experience 3 potion, as well as your enchanting XP boost potion, with enchanting XP boost 3 being the best. Now we need to start collecting the materials to craft the books. Okay, so here we are. I have made this spreadsheet myself with a little help from some friends. So here we go, we have all the collections for each of them. Now we're also missing Flame and Punch, because no one wants to buy Flame and Punch books. So here we go, so you enter the amount of books you want to make. We're going to make 27 because we have a double chest for each book, and it's just the most efficient way. So we also have telekinesis. These are all the collections. If you can't craft them, there's a great Discord server called Skyblock Simplified, which I will also link in the description, as well as this spreadsheet. So here you go. Now just follow along what I do. So first of all, we're going to go for aiming 4 books. So if I want to craft 27 books, I'm going to need 1,296 paper, 432 arrows, and 54 compasses. Back to Minecraft. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 432 arrows, as I find this the most annoying to craft, which is 108 sticks, 108 feathers, and 108 flint. Now I'm going to buy the flint and feathers from the bazaar, just like this. Bum bum bum. And we can start crafting these straight away. So flint at the top, stick in the middle, and feathers at the bottom. I have a few too many sticks, so I'm going to put that there. And there you go, that's our 432 arrows. Right, now I need to move on to the paper, so I'm going to put in a buy order for 1,296 sugarcane. It should fill up pretty quickly. Okay, I'm going to do the compasses while that buy order fills. Just like so. So 216 iron and 54 redstone. So we're just going to keep splitting it like this. There we go, 54 compasses. Now let's see on the buy order. And there we go, full buy order of sugarcane. So for starters, I'm going to need to craft this all into paper. So I'll be right back when that's all done. Okay, so there we go. I have my 2 backpacks with the items required for the 54 aiming 4 books to make 27 aiming 5 books. Now I just need to get someone to craft this as well, as I do not have the feather 6 recipe. Okay, so we now have our 3 backpacks, which should be 54 aiming 4 books. And now I have a specific chest for each enchant, as you can see right here. So I'm just going to put all my aiming books with the 54 slots. Big brain. Okay, so there we go, we have our 54 aiming 4 books, and we are now going to get all 54 of the rest of the books except piercing, and we'll combine them all together when we have our XP3 potion drunk. Okay, so now we're just going to do the rest with all of these other books, but remember, you only need 27 piercing 1 books, as you cannot get piercing 2 or 3. So we're just going to do the rest with all these and combine them, and then put them in your chests with 54 spaces. And I'll be back once I've crafted all of them. Okay, so I'm now ready to start combining these books to level 5, as you can see. And okay, now first off, before we start combining these all, we're going to want to have our grand experience bottles, our experience 3 potion, and our enchanting XP boost potions. But also, if you would like to save more money, and this is a good investment if you do this money method multiple times, is to buy an experience artifact or craft it. It costs about 900k in lapis, enchanted lapis blocks, and it's in the lapis collection. It is worth it because of the experience gain. However, it's not really worth it if you're only going to do this money method like once or twice. But if you use it Grand XP bottles a lot, it's definitely worth it, and I do recommend you guys get it. So now I'm going to do a quick time lapse of me combining these all. So yeah, back in a bit. Alright guys, now as you can see these are all combined into level 5 or level 3 enchants. So I'm painting 3, power 5, snipe 3, etc. Now we're going to refer to the spreadsheet that I made in the description to see how to combine these most efficiently using the least XP bottles. Okay, so here we can see we will have infinite quiver and combine power first. So let's go into the game and combine those two, all of the power and infinite quiver books. Remember that the infinite quiver book is on the left as this uses the less XP bottles, so shift click the power book in first. Okay, so we've got some power and infinite quiver books, and we're going to do the same to combine these. So shift click power and then infinite quiver, and that should cost 12 levels. There we go. Now I'm going to do the same for all of these, and all of these, and all of these. So, cue the time lapse again. Okay, so these are all combined into infinite quiver and power 5. And back to the spreadsheet again. Okay, now we're going to want to combine our cubism to the aiming book, just like we did with the infinite quiver and power book. So we're going to leave these two books alone. And time lapse. And there we go. Aiming 5, cubism 5, 27 of those. Now, you just want to do the same with the rest of the books in the spreadsheet. But first of all, we are going to need to combine our infinite quiver books with our cubism books. So we can also refer to the spreadsheet for this, which I'm going to explain. Okay, now we want to combine our book 1 with our book 2. Book 1 is the infinite quiver and power books, and book 2 is the cubism and aiming books. So we're going to want to shift click our cubism and aiming first, combine it with our infinite quiver and power, and that will be to make book 3. Okay, so we now have our book 3, aiming 5, cubism 5, infinite quiver 5, and power 5. And now we're going to start getting work on the book 4, which is different enchants, so we can just leave these as they are for the time being. Okay, so we're now going to combine our impaling and snipe to make book 4. Okay, so we now have our impaling and snipe books as well, and back to the spreadsheet. Okay, so we're going to also want to put piercing on that book. So shift click piercing first the anvil to put it on the right of the anvil to our impaling and snipe book. Okay, so I've now combined all of the impaling and snipe and piercing books together, and for the final step we want to grab our aiming, cubism, infinite quiver and power books with our impaling, piercing and snipe books, and we're going to combine these together. These are quite expensive to combine together, however, with 42 levels each, so maybe take 1 or 2 Grand XP bottles to make. So put that there, and boom. There's our nearly max book for a basic tier 5 enchant book. So I'm just going to do that to the rest of all of my books, and then we'll start adding telekinesis. And just like that, we're on our final book. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we have all of our 27 books, which we just need to add telekinesis 1 to, which we can easily do by heading over to the gold mine. Now we're just going to run forwards, just like so. So you want to go to this guy, Rusty, and give him some coins. Should cost a total of 2.7k. And there we go, guys. We now have telekinesis on every book. And now for the final step, we just need to auction these items. So let's go back to the hub. Okay, so what I like to do is auction these for around 299,996. Sorry, 6. And around 24 hours, as it's very cheap to put another 18 hours of duration. So this should cost around 3k, yep, to put up, and 350. This should sell around this price. I know people do cheaper, but they do sell within 24 hours. And if not, this method might get ruined if this video gets popular, but I really hope not, as it's a really great money method that I've literally been using for months, and that's how I've been getting closer and closer to late and end game. So I'm just going to auction all of these up, and be right back. Okay guys, and one important thing to note is you can only own 14 auctions at once in your co-op or profile. So once these sell, hopefully they will sell overnight, and when I wake up they'll be done, and I can auction the rest 13 left over. Okay, I'll be back once these have sold and explain the profits and losses. Alright guys, I am now back at the auction house the next day after listing these items, and now we're going to see if they have sold. So, here we are in the auction master, and there we go guys, 14 auctions in progress, which recently ended, and my auction had 14 bids, totaling 4.2 million coins. So there you go, that is 14 out of the 27 books. So once we sell the other 13 tomorrow, or I list them all today, that will be 8.1 million coins, only spending around 500k on Grand XP plus pots. So boom, and there we go. My balance has gone up almost 4.5 mil. And that's not even all of the books, that's just over half. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, all of the stuff is in the description. Thanks for watching till the end especially. And if this money method did work for you, then great, I hope you use it. But it might end soon if this video gets popular. I have been using this for a while and it has been a great profit. I mean, it's how I got this max spirit bow. It's amazing. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you want me to improve on anything, or if you liked anything specifically in the video. Peace!